how I feel. Do you study like Hermetic principles, like law of mentalism, law of correspondence, and stuff like that, like universal law?
No, I haven't yet, but I mean, so it's,
No? Okay.
yeah, I'd love to though.
So there's one of the universal laws is the law of mentalism. And this it basically says that we live in a mental universe.
Mm,
So like basically we're living in the mind of the all.
mm,
So the all is source, right? And as above, so below. So, you know, the higher power, we're in his dream and we're um waking up from our dream in the
mm,
higher power's dream, kind of, right? So like that's an aspect of it, right? That's a way that you can look at it. So we're living in the mental universe. So basically heaven and hell are states of the mind.
mm,
So we can be living in heaven and hell right here and right now based on the frequency that we're vibrating on. So it's not like we die and go to hell or we die and go to heaven. It's like heaven and hell are right here, right now, and it's your choice what you want to experience, right? Um, so when it comes to like the rapture, like how I interpret it, like, I learned about the rapture, like obviously in church and like Christianity version of it. But like from what I when I take the esoteric stuff and like try to make sense of it in my head, I feel like some people will ascend consciously and then some people won't.
mm,
So some people will be on a higher dimension consciously and they may still be here like on earth with everybody else, but just consciously they're living on a different dimension,
mm.
right? So yeah, it get deep.
No, no, that makes perfect sense. That
I don't
that all
want to
makes,
keep.
no, because like like in visions I've had, I've never seen how, but I have seen some kind of judgment. So that's one thing. Like when they, like, I mean, there's different people that say different things, but it was almost like that, like a personal judgment. It was all, so that's what I've seen. Like people go through some kind of, but I don't know. I've heard it described. I guess people that had near death experiences that died and came back, they said it was kind of like that. Like you could get stuck in. It's almost like they do show you your life. Like they show you your life, and you may not. You may have done stuff that you're not forgiving yourself, and you're stuck there. Like maybe after you leave, you're not like okay, it happened, that was your experience on earth, like somehow some way you get stuck in like, oh, why did I do that or this and that, and you're not forgiving yourself, so you're stuck. That's like your little purgatory when you leave here, or that. But and so I've dreamed of like some kind of thing like that. Like it wasn't a punishment, like no how, but it was like people were in some kind of like pain in a way, but I don't like using the word pain for something, but it was kind of like, oh, I seen someone that had passed away and they were disappointed. They felt like they wasted their time here when they were on earth. That's one of the reasons I started, actually, that was one of the pivotal moments when, because I guess, you know about the Akashic records, right? So,
Yes.
so it almost seemed like that. Like first this person was, it was almost like that, like they were in this huge, there was all these souls and it was like a huge courtroom kind of thing, and they were waiting for themselves, like to kind of like see their judgment kind of thing. And then after I saw them, it was like the hugest library you ever seen in your life. It just never ended. And this person was like there, like putting away all these books, but they looked so like disappointed, like, and it was almost like that, like if telepathically they were telling me like, don't waste your time, like when you're there, like learn, like that's what I got. And so when I woke up, like, yeah, I started like, at that time I didn't really have a lot of money, but you know, every weekend I'd go buy some used books from Barnes and Nobles and started reading about Freemasons and this and that. Anything that looked like it had knowledge, not just like, you know, like something that whatever, right? Like I just started learning about like all that stuff, like secret societies, Freemasons, you know, if it was anything like the Apocrypha book, like that was even in the used stuff. So all these books, I just every weekend I would buy books. So, but that's why, like, yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I've only been to the Akashic Records a few times that I remember that I seen it, but I don't know how to access it. Like I always hear people talk about they could access it at any moment. I don't know how to do that, you know? So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sometimes you just feeling it, you know what I'm saying? You just feeling it. And I want to feel this way forever, ever.